Hi everyone. Hello, this is Iris from the Worcester Public Library. How would you like to make a special craft with me today? Yes? All right. Well, I'm going to need you to get some supplies together, but before you do so, today's craft comes from my special book at home. What will we make and what can we do? And this is by Mary and Herb Montgomery. Some of the supplies that you'll need to make for today's craft are probably in your house somewhere, and others will probably have to just be a little creative to make our own. What I'm hoping that we'll make together today is a windsock decoration. If you don't know what a windsock decoration is, you will by the end of the video. It's a really fun project to make, and you could be so creative that you could use anything that you'd like fabric, paper, cardboard, heavy stock paper to make it. And it's called a windsock because it actually will fly back and forth, or like chimes do when you have them outside, or a kite, but maybe not a kite because you don't want to fly it up in the air. It just hangs like a decoration, but when the wind hits it, it goes back and forth and it looks really pretty. And if you can't put it outside, you can always use it to decorate inside your house. So we hope for a nice sunny day when it's just a little windy and you can watch the streamers and ribbons that we're going to be putting on our windsock go back and forth and make you smile as you look at it. So what I'm using is just a plain piece of paper, 8.5 by 11, and I don't have any construction paper, but if you have, that might be an easier one to use. And you can decorate it or you can leave it just the way that it is. What I did with mine was I went ahead and I decorated it, and I used crayons to do it. You could use markers, you could use coloring paper to decorate it. There's another little thing I'm going to tell you in a second that I used to decorate the other side, the inside of the windsock. I'll tell you that in a second, but first let me just tell you that you're going to need a pair of scissors for sure, maybe a hole puncher, either glue or tape or a stapler. Okay. I went around and I tried to find some ribbon. You could use ribbon that you've used before for wrapping gifts, or maybe you have a holiday ribbon that you could use. I actually took this bow and tore it apart and made my own ribbon. And I have another one here that I used before. So basically any ribbon, and if you don't have ribbon, like I said before, you could make your own by making strips of different color papers to make your ribbons. So this is the only paper I had at home that is gift wrapping. If you have any gift wrapping bags or gift wrapping paper like this would be a fun thing to use for the inside of the cylinder um, of the windsock. So I have a happy anniversary, which I'm not going to use. I have a flower one, but this is the one that I chose because I like the purple and the pink, but you can do any color you want, or maybe you don't want to do any decoration at all, just leave it simple. And what I did was I took the piece of paper that I showed you earlier and I just folded in half. I'm going to bring the camera down a little bit just so you can see how we're making this. It's very simple, just a few steps. You might need mom or dad to help you, or a grown up, and all you want to do is fold the paper in half. So you fold it like this, and I only did that because I wanted my paper to be a little harder. So again, if you have construction paper, you might not need to do this. You just have to cut it to that shape, which is basically the half a sheet of an 8.5 by 11. Once I folded it, I went ahead and I colored it. Okay, and on mine, what I did was like geometric shapes. So they're just shapes that I made and I color them in with crayon. Okay, but if you want, you can make polka dots, you can make flowers, you can make dinosaurs, cars, whatever your favorite object or graphic is, illustration, whatever you'd like to do with it. Again, if you don't want to color it, that's fine too. And then here is the cool surprise. This is the other paper that I use to decorate the inside of it. And all I did was I measured that one side when I folded in half. I measured it with a piece of paper, the one that I chose, okay, to make the inside of it. This is where you might need help with from a grown-up to help you do a little measuring. This is going to be folded, okay, so that you're going to make sort of like a cylinder, okay, shape. And I don't have a stapler with me right now, so I'm just going to use Scotch tape. The stapler might be a better one to use. Oh wait, before we go too far, I'm forgetting the most important part. So this is the fold. You want to keep the fold to the top. And the most important and the most fun, actually, you're going to take small pieces of tape and go ahead and cut some ribbon. My ribbons are about, let's say, 12 to 14 inches each. And I have different colors, different sizes, and different material ones. Different kinds of material. Okay, for time's sake, I'm just going to do a few. You can add as many as you want. And when it's time to turn it around and make the cylinder, you're going to see how very special and fun it is to watch all the different colors. I think I dropped one. Yep, here it is. It's the purple one. All right. So basically just taping each and every one on so they're nice and firm on there and sticking to each other. And then we go back to folding this into a cylinder. And you see my decoration inside of that paper that I use. It just makes it look so much nicer, right? Instead of it being just a plain piece of paper. One thing that I learned is that cutting your tape ahead of time is a lot easier than trying to do it. Trying to cut it as you're doing your craft. All right, so I got that one okay on top. Now I'm going to put the bottom one. Okay, that kind of came together, right? So you see it's already